Hello, welcome to technical session Infosys pattern. I am Rajendra here. Today we will discuss on C languages and evaluation of the C language. Total we will come an Infosys pattern. First of all, what are the programming language you know, and where do we use? What are the applications of C language? Before C language, what are the languages are used in order to develop the applications? All those things now we discuss today and tomorrow sessions. First we start from the computer languages. Computer language means we know that why do we use a language? Okay, why do we use a language? So, to communicate with the system or computer, we use the programming languages to communicate with the system. Okay. Here we are using the English language or any other language, Telugu language or Hindi language. There are some reason is there to communicate with the persons. We use one language. Okay. Why should we communicate? Means to share our data or our feelings to other persons. We use one language. Here also we are using the, in computers also same reason is there, to share the data, to give the inputs, to give the instruction to the computer. We need one language. Those languages are called computer languages. There are so many programming languages are there. Okay. So, those languages now we are discussing the. So, before C language, what are the languages are used? Okay. Now, we will see the here some PPT. So, here the topics discussed in this session, that is machine level language and middle level language or assembly language. Third one is high level language. Okay. So, so why machine level language? What are the assembly languages? What are the high level languages? Means machine level, before evaluation of the computer at the time of the first generations of computers, machine level language were used. Machine level means system understandable language. Machine level language is also called as binary language. Binary language is nothing but a zeros and ones. System understands zeros and ones only. Though we are using the so many languages, C, C++, Java, .NET or many languages are now we are using, but system understand only machine level language. That is nothing but a binary language, also called as zeros and ones. So, here humans will understand in the form, the pictorial form, whereas the systems understands machine level language. So, first we see the machine level languages. In 1940s, machine level language were used. In 1950s, middle level language were used. Middle level language example is assembly language. 1960s onwards, now we are being used high level language. High level language means C language, C++, Java, .NET, all these are comes under the high level languages. So, this is an example of the machine level language. It will be written in the form of the zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. So, these are the instructions of the next second one, assembly language instructions. Okay. These are the example program for the assembly language. Assembly language is called instructions. Okay. Next, after assembly languages are finished, now we come to the high level languages. Okay. In C language, we will see the example here, the PPT we have written one program. This is an example for the C program. So, now we will see the example for C language. Now, how do we use the C language and how do we compile the C program and how do we run the C program? Now, we will see. Here this section is called header file section. Void main. This is a beginning of the main function. Printf. Welcome to C language. This is the basic C example program. Just now we have discussed that system will understand only machine level language, but we are using here C language or C++ or Java. Then how the C system will understand means system won't understand C language or C++ or Java. System understands only binary language, that is machine level language only, but we are translating it into the machine level language. Who will translate here? But I know only the C language, but how can I translate in machine level language? System understandable language means you don't worry about, compiler will do that job. Compiler will do that job, means compiler job is translating from one language into machine level language. If it is assembly language, the assembler were used to translate into the machine level language. For high level languages, we use the compiler and interpreters. These are the these are the softwares we use to into system understandable language. Okay. Should we download the compiler separately? Means no need to download. Once you download the IDE software, automatically compiler also includes in that one. If you download the Java software, no need to download the interpreter. Okay. Automatically Java that software contains the Java compiler as well as the interpreter. So, here also in C language also you do not worry about the compilers. In the IDE only compiler will there, it is one of the part of the that IDE. So, here I have written one program, that is C program. What does it do? We will see that what does it first, these files. This is header file section. These are the header file sections. And this program starts from the main function. First, operating system will call the main function, and main function in terms calls its sub functions. So, every C program should contain one main function, and main is a special user defined function here. Void means we are not returning anything to the calling function. Who is calling here means operating system. Void means nothing is returned to the operating system. This is beginning of the main function. And next, this is the body of the main function. Statements, this is end of the main function. Okay, we will see here. Just you can see here, this is section is nothing but a header file section. Header file section. this section is a main method section. Here int, why we are writing int means I am returning 0, I am not returning anything here. 0 is nothing but it is treated as the integer, so return type is integer. So here void means we are not including any parameters here, that is the meaning of the void. Preprocessor directive or header files both are same here. Hash is nothing but a preprocessor directive. Hash, here hash is there, right? This is nothing but a preprocessor directive. Preprocessor, before we are executing the program, that header files program is preprocessed. Here include is a keyword, means that the job of that keyword is which includes the code of the whatever the code is there in stdio.h file. In that file, the functions will be included into the current program. Here the less than and greater than operators means these are the searching for that file, particular file, except current program, current directory. These system will search all the stdio.h header file for all the directories except current directory. That is the meaning of the less than and greater than operators. Just here you can see here the basic structure of the C program. After writing the preprocessor directive, we write the global variables here. Global declaration sections means those variables can be accessed in some other function also. That is the meaning of the global variables. Okay. So in the main function there are two sections are there. One is variable section, second one is statement section. Declaration section, executable section. It is also called as declaration section. Second one is executable section, executable statements. Local declarations are also called as the declaration statements. This is end of the main. So here also you can it is visible, it is seen here, that is other functions as required. If you want to write the user defined functions, that can be written here, we can write here in this section. This is the basic structure of a C program. I will repeat once again here, just note down here. This is the preprocessor directive, means hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h can be written in this section, preprocessor directive section. Second one is global declaration section, means you can write int a, int b, int c or float a, character a, double a, something like whatever the valid variables can be declared here. Those variables are treated as global variables. Global variables meaning is that variable can be accessed in some other functions. No need to declare once again. No need to declare once again. Those variables can be accessed. Declare once, that can be accessed. Here for example, I will write one simple program here. Int a equal to 10. Into a equal to 10, I can write here a variable a equal to, okay. Here also I am writing one user defined function. Function section, that is I am writing here void f1 printf %ld comma plus global variable a equal to a semicolon. Here we have to write the format specifier void f1 f1. This is a function call. Function prototype or function declaration. This is global variable. Global variable. Actual definition of the global variable is if the variable is declared before the function, if the variable is declared before the function, those variables are called global variable. If the variable is declared before the function, those variables are called global variables. Okay. So, here I am writing another variable, that is local variable. How the local variable will be there, just you can see here. Int C. This C is available only into the main method, main function. I cannot access this C variable in F1 function because it is a local. It is a local. So, this C variable cannot be accessed in F1 function. That is the meaning of the global variables. So, once we have written the program, how this program will be executed, now we will see in a diagrammatic form, diagrammatic representation. Now, we have written one program, that is welcome to C language or hello world C language, okay, that we write inside the editor, any IDE editor. Any IDE editor, we write that program. Once we have written that program, those program is called source program. Source program means we write that program, we will save that program with .c extension, with a .c extension. So, those .c file is called source program or source code. Once we have written the source code, what we have to do to make the understandable of the CPU or system cannot understand this .c extension or .java extension or .cpp extension. It understands only machine level code. So, we need to call the compiler. So, compiler will convert into the machine level code. So, once the compiler is involved, okay, once the compiler converts into the machine level code, okay, those code is called objected code. Object code, okay, it is nothing but an instruction to the system, which is a instructions to the system. So, next, after writing this one, linker will involve. Why the linker should be involved means that header files code should be integrated into this file, into current file. For that reason, linker will involve. Okay, the linker job is the library code, the code which are available in that library, that is header files, stdio.h or some other header files, that code can be included. Okay, here no need to compile, means already compiled, means translated code only here involved. This entire code is called executable code. Executable. So, once the executable instructions are available, now we can run the system to execute this file. So, the run once we have run that program, now we will see the output. With the help of the operating system will execute this program. Okay. So, just look here. So, if you want to translate the high level languages, we use the interpreter or compiler. Now, just now we have seen that we have seen writing the one program. This program is nothing but a source program. This program is nothing but a source program. It has to be compiled. Okay, it has to be compiled. So, for that reason we are using the compilers or interpreters. Compilers or interpreters, both the job is same, converting into translating into the machine level code. So, difference between the, what is the difference between the interpreter and compiler? Okay, now we will see that one of the FAQ is there. FAQ, difference between compiler and interpreter. First point is both the functionality is same, that is translating from source code, source program into machine level language. Both the functionality is same. Okay, both means here interpreter, compiler functionality is same. Here the interpreter and compiler, both the job is same, that is translating from one source program into machine level program. Generally this source program means here high level languages. In high level languages we use compilers and interpreters. So, second point, compiler translates the source program at a time. Compiler translates the source program at a time, but whereas the interpreter translates the source program step by step. Okay, that is the difference, major difference between the compiler and interpreter. Similarities are both the job is same, same functionality, that is converting means translating from one source program into machine level program. That contrast is it compiles at a time, translates at a time, whereas the interpreter step by step it translates into the machine level language. Okay, which is fast? Now you can understand which is a compiler or interpreter is fast, means compiler is fast, it compiles at a time, where the interpreter which takes some time. So, in Java we use both interpreter as well as the compiler, that is the reason Java performance is high. This is the differences between the interpreter and compiler. Just look here, interpreters translates, compiles code into machine level language in a line by line, means step by step basis. So, but the execution speed is slow, execution speed is slow, okay, but translation speed is quicker than compiler. Now, we will see the compiler here. Compiler translates the code, compiler translates the code into machine level language by translating the entire program at once, So, the compiler translation speed is comparatively slower than an interpreter, okay, but the execution speed is much quicker than the interpreter. This is the basic structure of the C program. First we write, a programmer will write the code into an editor, any editor, IDE editor. Editors are available, it is a free of cost, you can download from the internet. Turbo C or Turbo C++ editors are available. So, in that if we write this code, okay, and now we need to compile. In Turbo C we need to use the Alt C or Alt F9. Alt F9 means compiles the source program into machine level program. Whenever you are running the program, the linker will involve. Whenever you are running the program, linker will involve. So, linker job is it links into the library, and includes into the current program of that code, machine level code, in the form of the machine level code. Who will includes into the current program means include keyword. Here the compiling in C program, okay. The compiler, there is the two parts are there in the compilation process. One is preprocessor, second one is the translator. Now, we will see what are the preprocessor and what is the translator. Now, there are two parts are there in the compiling, okay. One is preprocessor, second one is the translator. Here the preprocessor prepares a source code for the translator. Here the preprocessor prepares, it makes ready the source code for the translator by scanning for the preprocessing commands. These commands will inform to the system, tell the preprocessor to look for the special code libraries, make substitutions in code and other ways prepare the code, okay. Next the translator. Now, the translator takes a translation unit and converts the code into output called an object module. After it is object is prepared, now the linker will involve. Now, we will see that what is the functionality of the linker in details. A program consists of several functions. We know that every program may contain the many functions, okay. These functions also treated as modules. These functions are also treated as modules. The programmer will write some functions. While some other functions exist in the pre-written library, okay. If you take, okay, I will explain what this part here. This is the header file section, void main. I want to perform addition of two numbers a comma b comma c. Printf, I am asking the user enter any two values, So, scanf means we are reading the values from the keyboard. Okay, values are read from the keyboard. Now, we need to add those two values and store into the left hand side. Add input values, add a comma b and store into C, that is left hand side always should be the variable a plus b. Printf addition of a comma b is %d c get ch. Now, I will explain this here. A program consists of several functions. The programmer will write some functions. Here I have written one function, this is the main function. The programmer means here I have written one function, that is main function. Next, the programmer will write some functions while some other functions exist in the pre-written library. Some other functions exist in the pre-written library means here the printf, scanf, getch. Okay, these are the functions already written and predefined in stdio.h. If you take the printf function, printf is a predefined function and it is available in stdio.h. Okay, printf and scanf both are. So, are available in stdio.h header file. Stdio means it is a predefined already existing file. Existing files are called C files are called .c files are called header files. Okay. For example, I want to save this program as add.c. Okay. Here add.c is a user defined file. Here stdio.h is a predefined file. .c means user defined, .h means already existing file. That is the difference. Okay. User defined files extension is .c. Okay. Predefined file extension is .h. Okay. Now, we will see here the programmer will write some functions. Okay. I have write one function here, that is here this function, while some other functions exist in the pre-written library. Here the other functions means printf, scanf, getch, these are the other functions here which are already exist. I am not writing for the printf function, I am not writing for the scanf function, I am not writing for the getch function, this because already available where in a library is there, that library is nothing but a header files. Okay. Next, now we have written this program. Okay, we have compiled. Now, while executing this program, the linker will involve brings together all functions into executable program. Means, for example, predefined just look here, the file name is stdio.h. Assume that in the stdio.h printf functions are available. Okay. Next, void scanf. Next, void getch. So these functions are combined together, will come together. Who will bring this predefined functions means linker will includes into the this program, current program, that is the meaning of this one. Linker brings together. What are the together means? Printf, scanf, getch functions, all functions into executable program, that is add function program. That is the meaning of the these two statements here. Now we will go to other section, common operations. What are the common operations are there? So there are sequential operations, conditional operations, looping operations. These we will discuss in next sessions. Okay. Sequential means execution starts in a sequential manner. Conditions means based on the condition true or false, those statements are will be executed. Looping operations means the same group of statements are executed several times repeatedly. Those are called looping operations. Just we will see here in a glance, later we will see in with examples. Just look here, sequential operations. Sequential operations are lines of code that executes in order, line by line executes, that is called sequential. Next, sequential operations are the default operations in program. Default operations in the program. Next we see here, just now we its explanation about preprocessor directive. Angular brackets, what does the angular brackets means? Less than and greater than operators indicates that this file is to be found in the usual place. Okay. This which place, that is sta.h file, and included because it contains the information about the printf and scanf functions. Next we come to the main function. What is main functions? Global declarations we have already explained. Once again we will see here, global declaration section includes declarations of variables and constants which will be available to all functions in the program. Anything declared in this section will have global scope. Global means that can be accessed in some other functions also. So here next we come to the main function. Main is just like a head for the C program. It is just like a head for the C program, and always execution start from the main function only. In C program, execution start from the main function. But and one more thing, you need to remember, main for every C program only one main function only available. Okay. For example, I want to calculate the addition of the two numbers. In addition of the two numbers, it contains only one main function to perform the addition of the two numbers. Okay. I cannot write more than one main functions. I cannot write more than one main functions. So next, each functions consists of the following parts. First one, function header, declaration section. Next one is statement section. Okay. In for every function contains a function heading. For example, we will see this one. This is nothing but a function heading. Void main, this is function heading. Okay, that is the meaning of the next. Declaration section. Declaration section. So, these are the declaration sections. Okay. So, declaration sections means if you want to use another function or function prototype, these are called function declaration or function prototype. Statement section, these are all are the statement section. So, I will write one syntax here, syntax for the functions. Return type, name of the function, function name, okay, parameters list, here you can write if you want a global declaration also, global variables. Next, statement sections, declaration sections, next statement sections, okay. This is a syntax. Okay, and now I will write one example. Global variable, I am writing one int a. This is optional. If you want to use only, we write, mostly we do not write the global variables. There are some disadvantages also there. Return type void f1, user defined function I am writing here. Declarations into C, C equal to a plus b. Into a comma into b. Printf C equal to %d. Format specifier, %d means for integer we write the %d C. So, I am writing the, for every program header files are mandatory, because if I am not writing the stdio.h, I will write, I will get the error at printf function. Void main, void f1, this is a function declare. Before calling that function, function prototype must be written. Now, I am taking the inputs a comma b, a equal to 2 comma b equal to 3. These are the installations. This is function call, end of the program. So, now this is a header function heading, this is declaration section, and this is statement sections. That is what we are discussing. Yeah, why do we use the opening braces and closing braces? Opening braces and closing braces. Okay, here just look, a left opening braces begins the body of each function. A left opening braces indicates that it is the beginning of the function. A corresponding right brace must be end the function. Once it is the beginning of the opening braces are written, immediately corresponding closing section, closing opening braces also must end the function. Braces are also used to group students together. Groups together means compound statements. For the compound statements point of view, we write the braces. Compound statement means more, if you are writing the more than one statement in for loop, or if conditions or any functions, we write the braces. There are two uses for the writing the functions. While we are defining the functions, we write one opening braces and closing braces, that indicates that beginning of the that function. Closing braces means end of the function. This is one reason. Second second advantage is, for if you are writing the more than one statements in a loop or in a if condition, we write the opening and closing braces. Okay. For example, I will write one example here. This is the opening braces, this is the closing braces. Opening braces means beginning of the function. Closing braces means end of the function. For one reason. Okay, this is one useful. For every function, opening braces and corresponding closing braces must be written for end of the function. And second reason is first reason just we have seen. Second reason is, if more than one statement in loops or if conditions or conditional statements, we use opening and closing braces. If more than one statement in looping statements or conditional statements, we use braces. Example, condition. Okay. Here I am writing one statement. Here no need to write the braces. For example, if condition 2, I want to include more than one statement, statement 1, statement 2. Here the opening and closing statements are mandatory. Okay. In the same way, loops also. For loop, I am writing one example, I equal to 1, I less than equal to 4, I plus plus. Statement 1, statement 2. Here look here, there are more than one statement. Here there are more than one statement we are writing inside the loop. Okay. If there is only single statement, we can write something like this, I equal to 1, I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Statement 3, that is the meaning of that matter. Okay. There are two purposes we use, one is for beginning of the function and closing the function. Okay. Every function must be open with a beginning braces and ends with a closing braces. This is beginning of the main function, this is end of the main function. The statements should be written inside the body, this is body section. For that only we have, once again I will tell this one, a left brace begins the body of each function. Okay. A corresponding right brace must end the function. Braces are also used to group statements together. Okay. Next, printf, a standard library function that prints on the screen, that is the definition. These are the function headers. These are the functions headers, int, main, void. Okay. A function's header includes at least 3 required parts. One is function return type, Okay, here just look here, this is the return type, this is next name of the function, that is main here. Next third one is parameter list. Okay, if you are passing any parameter to the function, we write here. Right now for the main function, we are not passing any parameter for the programs. Okay, there is a one parameter list also can be written in the main function in C language, that is command line parameters, command line arguments. So these are the concepts in the morning session. Next session we will continue after the lunch. After the lunch we will continue wherever we are living here, that is functions. From the functions onwards we will discuss afternoon session. Thank you.